Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Mercury in Aries from 24th of April to 8th of May. It's only a 15-day transit, and Mercury is rushing through everything. Remember, this is not the best placement for Mercury. It is a planet of scientific, rational thinking, and it is going to be combust throughout this transit. It is being egged on to do things that it is not comfortable with. So all of us need to take care. So what to expect? Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Mercury in Aries. And do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. I continue to follow the transits. I have the tutorials, master classes, as well as some remedial measures too. So, what about Mercury in Aries? You see, what you need to understand about Mercury is that in a year, Mercury has three slow transits in a sign. So already since January to early April, it had a long transit in Aquarius. Then it has these quick transits. So it was in Pisces, but little bit 3 weeks in Pisces, but now only 2 weeks in Aries, then a few weeks in Taurus, and then again a long stay in Gemini. So we have to understand the quality of Mercury. Secondly, Mercury is important for everybody. Of course, in every chart, Mercury will rule certain houses for you. So those houses can get affected, but most importantly is Mercury is a significator for intellect and how our mind, our thinking, and this is the rational part of thinking, the scientific thinking, our analytical skills, those are what is represented by Mercury. Mercury wants to reason everything, want to debate, ask questions. And what happens is that as it goes into Aries, first it crosses Gandanta on 24th, and it is moving into combustion. So it is getting closer and closer to the sun, getting hidden behind the sun, and then it has an exact combustion with the sun on 4th of May. But this whole transit is one of combustion and very fast movement. And what is the sun? The sun represents authority figures. It can represent the president, prime minister of your country, whoever is the ruling head or of your area. So our thinking is getting obscured by the sun. So that means that people in authority can sometimes make us do things which our normal rational mind would not think about it or not accept it. So what we have to do here is that we have to recognize that our impulsive actions are going to have a cost to it. So to be careful about it and to ask questions, to be reasonable, and don't push yourself into doing things. And your mind is you're quite burnt out, even though a lot of us have been resting at home or being at home, maybe not resting. But it is telling us that we are irritated. We want some quick resolution, and our problem is much greater than quick resolution. So all of us need to be careful during this transit. Even though other planets are strong and maybe the situation is improving, we need to ourselves. So everybody is responsible for themselves. So think about yourself and be responsible for yourself. And think that how this transit is creating unnecessary impulsive thinking, and also overthinking is possible. You know, what happens is that we are very intellectual these days. We overthink problems, overthink situations. So I feel this is the main aspect. And when Mercury goes into Taurus, it's in a friend sign. It is more relaxed. It's more calmer. So this 14 days or so where we are maybe all irritated and feel that we are stuck in a situation and we should take action, you have to think intellectually, you have to think calmly and slow yourself down. That is most important. And so the thing with Mercury is that when it gets close to the sun, it's close to too much energy. It's refueling itself, it's getting new ideas, it is not as yet got the new ideas. So when it moves out of the combustion, it is now all gassed up or full of energy, and it'll move away from the sun, and it'll go forward, and then of course it will retrograde much later in June. So this transit of Mercury in Aries from 24th of April to 8th of May, I would advise caution, careful, know that you're thinking maybe not going in the correct direction. So you haul yourself back, you calm yourself down, and do not be in a rush to do things. So how does it affect you all? Now, all transits that I talk about, you look at from your ascendant and from your moon sign. I personally always look at from the ascendant first, and then secondly from the moon sign. But it's a combination of those. Jyotish is a lot of trying to put things together, and it's a combination, but especially the ascendant is important because that is the time you were born, and so don't ignore that. So for Aries, of course, Mercury is in the Aries, so you feel a lot of ideas, a lot of impulsive action. So all what I've been saying, Aries will feel that. But the thing is this, that your Lagna Lord Mars is strong, and also Mercury's ruler for this time. Mars is going to be strong, and he is famous to be disciplined. And so you have to keep a disciplined approach to life. And however much you feel that I have new ideas and new way to do it, and I should do it all quickly, please stay calm and take your time. Taurus, Mercury is in your 12th house. Mercury is a very good planet for Taurus, but at this stage, it is not giving any good ideas to you. You have to trust your instinct, follow slow and steady, not rush into any situation, and also be careful about your expenses, because Mercury can encourage expenses in the 12th house. Gemini, Mercury is your ruling planet, whether you're Gemini moon, Gemini ascendant. So Mercury is in the 11th house of finances. It can be very good financially. I know a lot of people are suffering from financial hardship just now. So I'm mindful of that. But the planet has gone into the 11th house, which is to earnings. And so this is a good time to think, even if you are don't have a job, that what you're going to do, how you're going to think about your future earnings, but also very much don't give in to impulses. And Mercury in Aries can also be angry. So be cautious about that. Cancer, it is in your 10th house of career, and Mercury is not the best planet for Cancer. Cancer, intuitively, it is good, but Mercury is more intellect, and sometimes you don't trust the intellect. But it is in the 10th house of career, future planning. So definitely Mercury can make you feel as if things are not working so well with high employment and lack of jobs just now, because everybody is at home and the business have all stopped. You may be overthinking this, and you may want to make some impulsive decisions regarding your work. So it is important to take care. Leo, Mercury rules your 2 houses of money. And so financially, this is definitely something that you're thinking about. It is in the ninth house, and ninth house is house of advisors. So be careful of people giving you wrong advice regarding finances. No quick fixes. So don't try to go for quick fixes, impulsive action, and be careful about people giving that type of advice to you just now. Virgo, Mercury is your ascendant lord. And I think for Virgo, it is more difficult, this transit, than for Gemini, because Mercury is in your eighth house. Eighth house is an unstable position, unsettled energy. It won't last very long. So be very cautious and don't give in to the Aries quick result energy. And if you feel unsettled and insecure, just wait till Mercury goes into Taurus and you'll feel a lot better and things will be much easier to deal with. Most important thing with astrology is that we have to recognize when things are not working well so that we control ourselves. And then when the situation is easier, you can work with it. Libra, Mercury is in the seventh house, so you're thinking a lot about relationships. For Libra, Mercury is a good planet. And so in the seventh house, maybe it's about relationships, but, you may feel that you're overthinking it, or you can feel angry, frustrated in the situations. Although the seventh house ruler, Mars, is very strong just now for you, I think mostly it is overthinking that, too much closeness, how to deal with if you have any issues, then work that out. Scorpio, Mercury is not the best planet for Scorpio. It is in your sixth house of obstacles and difficulties, and your thinking can get you into difficulties, and you may be overthinking the problems, overthinking health issues, overthinking, obstacles in your life. And again, this transit is 14 days long. So we have to give it its importance. It's not like a long transit. So you have to put it in its place. Sagittarius, Mercury rules your 7th and 10th house. So you may be considering career, relationships, those areas. And Aries is a good placement. It's the 5th house, creative, higher thinking. But the main problem is this, that the Mercury itself is getting led astray. So you have to be careful about how you are thinking and planning those situations. And you yourself, because the ascendant ruler or moon ruler is debilitated, you need to be careful. Capricorn, Mercury is a good planet for you. Mercury will be in the 4th house. Now, if you're Capricorn moon, then you're in Sati as well. And so it is really important that what you're thinking is, what pressures you feel. Your mind, both the mind planets are under stress. So this is a time to take very much extra care about it. And also if you're Capricorn ascendant, then Saturn is in your ascendant. So even though he's strong and powerful, he is creating pressure for you. And then Mercury, the other thinking planet, is burnt out and overzealous. So just be careful about that. Aquarius, Mercury is again good planet for you. It is in the 3rd house of effort. And don't be in a rush to make effort. Take your time, because Mercury will encourage wrong thinking and rushed thinking rather than wrong thinking, impulsive thinking. So you've already done the action before you have thought it through. So take your time with thinking and not be in a quick rush. Pisces, Mercury rules your 4th house and 7th house. So relationships and home. And it is placed in the area of money, second house, which is okay for you. But it's just, again, the same aspect that don't make decisions about your home and relationships, and be careful what you say, because you may feel very over confident that you want to say something quickly, and then it is difficult to walk that back. So that is it. Short transit. Just take care, and do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification, and look out for all the stuff that I'm going to be posting in May as well. Thank you.